How's it, guys? Welcome back to the Stretford Saffas. Stretford Singers joining me today. Um, United with a crucial win against Brighton just to cap off a good few weeks before the international break. Unfortunately, commences bad timing for us. But we're just going to run through a quick recap. Singers, since the international break, the last international break ended, we've had 7 games, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Much better than the 6 weeks before the last international break where we were losing to West Ham, Palace, drawing Southampton, losing to Newcastle. It was terrible. Started off with a good result against Liverpool, a 1-1 draw. And I mean, basically, it's just been an upturn of results. The only negative was the Bournemouth game. But just give me your thoughts.
I think as a whole, it's been quite promising, and also there's been a lot of consistency. We've had nearly like the starting 11 have been our key players that have managed to stay fit. We've managed to field the same midfield combination, the same front three. Pereira's gotten a good run in his strongest position, in my opinion, and you could see the more they all played together, the more settled they looked, the more trust they had in each other, and it's been a good period since the beginning of this cycle, if you want to call it, till yesterday. So it's quite upsetting that the international break had to come now.
Yeah.
Uh, it could also be a positive, get a few more bodies in with Pogba coming back, especially now with Scott out. But it's been a lot more promising, and you're starting to see what Ollie wants the players to do with the current group, and there was a bit more fluidity, a bit more tempo. It was much more exciting to watch. You got off your chair once or twice at least.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think when Marshall was out and Marshall came back for the Liverpool games, that's when he came back. So it's just, for me, it's evident that you put Marshall back in this team. It takes the weight off James. It takes the weight off Rashford. I think this 6 weeks from Rashford, he's been incredible. He was great in the Liverpool game. He scored those 2 goals against Chelsea with a banging free kick. He scored a goal against Partizan this week. He scored against Brighton. He scored against Norwich. He's missed a penalty in there. So there's been upturn in Rashford's form going back to the wing. Like you said, Pereira, I think he's been excellent besides the Bournemouth game where he was horrific. He's been really, really good playing in the number 10 role. And it was the first time he played in the number 10 role against Liverpool. He's been shafted out to the right. We've had Wan-Bissaka back for the last 5-6 games. So listen, I mean, he's still missing key players, Twanzebe, Luke Shaw, Pogba. But there has been consistency in selection, like you said. I think Fred and McTominay, for me, have been the biggest plus because Matic was useless. We couldn't find a midfield partner for Scott, and Fred has really, really stepped up. I think since the Liverpool game, he's impressed me every single game. We went on that run of away games where we hadn't won an away game since the PSG game last season. We then went and we beat Chelsea away, which was a seriously good result in the Cup. We beat Partizan Belgrade away. People might go, oh, it's Partizan, but it's very hostile environment. Great result. And we went and we beat Norwich away. Okay, Norwich are struggling, but we destroyed them. And against Brighton, we actually scoring goals now. We were struggling to score more than 1 goal. We scored 2 against Chelsea, we scored 3 against Norwich, scored 3 against Brighton, 3 against Belgrade midweek. So things are looking on the up for sure.
Also, you got to remember, firstly, City lost at Norwich. They got completely dismantled, thrown up there. But also the big thing is like we've seen more positives than negatives. We've seen James looking very able on the right wing, which we had our doubts. He's actually looking insane. His final deliveries come right. He's got good crossing. He's mixing it up. And I'm very happy for Fred because I've backed him a lot, and he's really been making me look real cool. He is looking good, and I think going forward, he's shown that Scott in the 2 as the pivots actually give a lot more solidity than having Pogba there, because you're going to have Turks are actually going to run after the ball. So,
and then when Pogba, exactly, when Pogba's back, I mean, listen, if you add Luke Brandford, or let's just shout out to Brandon Williams, he's been unreal the last 3 or 4 games. To me, he's made that left back spot his own until Luke Shaw comes back. Then competition between the two of them, but he's definitely been better than Ashley Young. But for me, you put Pogba in this team as a number 10 instead of Pereira. You get Luke Shaw back at left back. You get Twanzebe in for Lindelof, who struggled. You're looking at a really good team, and you can see what Ollie's trying to do, the football we're trying to play. He is still missing our best player. And for me, the biggest thing with Tony Marshall being back is we have somebody who can hold the ball up and link the play. He's a proper number 9. Back to goal, gives it to Rashford. The link up between him and Rashford is reminding me a lot of Cole and York. I don't want to speak too early, but they've got a really good telepathy between them. So Martial coming back has been huge. So imagine when Pogba comes back, our best midfielder, our best creative player. I mean, surely we're going to score even more goals and look even better.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think there's definitely, as I said, a lot more positives, and it's just the consistency with few injuries had really blessed us until Scott went and got injured in the last kick of the game. First, right? Cross thumbs that it's not 8 weeks, as the reports say, but I think everything looks a lot more fluid with a proper number 9 and playing players in their strongest position. You've got now James, who's a winger, playing on the right. You've got Rashford, who's far more better in a 2 up front or on the left wing, playing left wing. You've got Pereira, who's not a right, now playing centre attacking mid. And it's